right, President putting out Truth Socials wants voter ID election reform. Let's talk about it with Tennessee Senator Ms. Marsha Blackburn. Senator, he wants it. He wants to tie it to FISA, whatever it takes. It could go into reconciliation. You have a good backdoor way, but he wants it, and I think he ought to get it.
Well, 83% of the American people agree that they want this. I agree. You know, it's common sense. Be a U.S. citizen if you're going to vote in our elections and show an ID when you go to the polls, and pass my legislation, the Election Security Partnership Act, that would actually incentivize the states to check their voter rolls against the Department of Homeland Security SAFE system that will tell you who is legally or illegally in the country, and if they are not qualified to vote, which non-citizens cannot vote in our elections. So I agree. Let's see if we can find a way to get these done. And if we can't pass this thing in total, Larry, let's break it apart and let's do it a piece at a time.
Well, he wants to put it, he'll put it in with FISA. I call it the spying bill. That's one way to do it. You could put it into a large reconciliation bill, maybe sprinkle some tax relief in. But, you know, if the war continues to go as well as it's going with this memo of understanding and so forth, you're going to have lower gasoline prices. That's like a tax cut, isn't it? I mean, this really is a moment to strike.
Yes, indeed. It is like a tax cut, and we're all looking forward to seeing the language and the details in the MOU. But the president has been very explicit in his comments. He wants all of the enriched uranium out of Iran, give it to the IAEA, let them tend to this, and then make certain that the strait is open, make certain that they cannot return to their ballistic missile program, and don't give them any money.
Yes.
And this is what President Donald Trump has said he's going to do. He is determined to end a 47-year war. And thank goodness we have Donald J. Trump in the White House, and he is pushing to get this done and to make certain that Iran is not going to be funding terrorism. Think about the thousands of Americans who have been injured or lost their lives because of the activity of Iran and the IRGC and the Ayatollah and the brutal nature with which they have treated the countries in the Middle East, the way they've treated their own citizens, and the way they have endangered Americans.
Well, nobody's done what he has done. And as I said at the top of the show, people of good faith should support him and help him get this thing through. Thank you, Senator Marsha Blackburn. As always, ma'am, we appreciate it very, very much.